Hello there, my beautiful Aries energies. Welcome back to my tarot nook. I hope you are doing wonderful and life has been great to you. So let's go ahead and see what messages are here for you, beautiful Aries, from your higher self, for your higher good. These can be any messages about anything that's going on with you for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising messages. Okay, so let's see what shows up for you here. Okay, so we have a cleanup here is taking place. Somebody's cleaning up their life, cleaning up their act, okay? Somebody's actually making healthy choices. It could be probably you. You could be kind of dealing with something where because of another person or another situation, maybe you kind of like let yourself go to some degree, or perhaps you just kind of put so much time and effort in somebody else's life, like support improvements and things like that. But you're getting rid of the distractions here. It feels like you're kind of like dealing with a dual like energy here. It's like a touch and go energy that is around you. All right, we have temptation here coming into play. Somebody's going to make you a very tempting offer. Somebody's desiring to basically kind of have you go back into your old ways, or perhaps because they're not ready to move on or change, they expect that not that they expect, I feel like maybe there's an energy here that kind of, because they are not changing anything, or because they're still in their own path in a very standstill way, they believe that the way you two can connect is by being the way that they are, but you don't have to be that way. And I feel like there's a little bit of a disconnection and lacking like that logic with you and somebody else here. Okay, so yeah, okay, so somebody here I feel like is very willing to be very vulnerable and just be totally honest and open, but somebody here is very available for your time, for your energy, and I feel like somebody here is like, you could be around somebody here that treats you different. Okay, so like restrictions, availability is there. You don't have to like fight for your time or their time. So it just feels like there's an energy around you, a feminine energy around you that is available, or wants to make themselves available to some degree here. Okay, so we are definitely dealing with the past energy here. The past is going to return here, going back to something. You will be going back to something from your past, but it could be just more for some of you, if it's like, oh, hell no, it's never going to happen, that's fine. But you could be going somewhere in your memories about the past as well. So it could just equally be that. It doesn't have to be a very specific thing. But, there's a going back to a certain energy. And I feel like there's a feminine energy here that is kind of pulling you like on your frequency. But I also feel like for a lot of you here, you've kind of had to deal with a lot with this person that is kind of, you might return to or think about or reflect on, or like look at your photos with. This is somebody that kind of, I feel like, helped you kind of wake up to also what it is that you deserve in life, which might make sense why like the healing came up, like you're cleaning up, you're fixing some acts. There is somebody here that wants you to take a chance. Okay, somebody, it's going to be risky. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, a lot of you actually, it always feels like it's some type of a gamble. Okay, with this energy, for a lot of you, I mean, there is something here that's going to be coming up. It doesn't necessarily mean risk is dangerous, but taking a risk. Somebody here though wants you to roll with it. Like, it's almost as though like, what do you have to lose? Because you're not going to have anything to lose, because they're not trying to make you lose anything. So the risk here is more like, your commitment to your time, your resources, or whatever it is. That would be like the risk. Like, are you willing to kind of make all those things available, or return to being that person that is available for those things? You're coming through as an Empress here. The Empress energy is strong Taurus, earth sign here. Some of you are definitely healing from something, reclaiming your power. You're in a very highly desirable state, Aries. So there's always somebody here that's interested in you, or magnetically pulled towards you. I feel like you nurture, like you're the nurturing type when you're around people. So people do actually kind of like to kind of be in your social spaces. But for a lot of you, there's a highly desirable desire, and I think it showed up earlier too. Seduction's here. Yeah, and willingness to be vulnerable, you know, no restrictions, availability. So it just, you know, it's just, I feel like somebody here, it's like, again, it just comes through like you have all the power right now, okay? In any direction you want to go, you have the say so. You can make a decision. You can, you know, make it happen or not happen. It's going to be whatever you want. It's not really what anybody wants, because it doesn't feel like anybody can make you do anything right now. You're on your own literal awareness path, and you're like kind of, part of the healing is actually the boundaries that you're working with. Yeah. So collector of hearts, you know, we have you here. I feel like you're, you know, you're definitely somebody that's very admired and loved by a lot of other people, on different levels for different reasons. And I told you, I think just moments ago, something about your energy comes through like very nurturing. So you do make people, you fulfill people's, I guess, what would you call it, like buckets, you know, I don't know. You fulfill, like, you make people, like, you're nurturing, so you know how to manage personalities, and you don't do it like from a place of like malice. So you're very kind of adored and approached and desired in that sense. And you know, so therefore you're a huge collector of hearts here, Aries. I mean, you have many love interests here, but some of you, you're just not ready to settle down. Perhaps some of you, because of the healing, settling down, or the energy that you do want to be with may not be settling down or wanting to settle down. But regardless, here you have many hearts. Okay, you're like, people willingly will make time for you. You know what I mean? So, but time is running out for somebody here. Somebody's feeling the pressure. I feel like something is needing your attention, but maybe a lot of you are not reacting to something. Maybe you have a plan that you're not really kind of telling anyone, or just a plan that's going to keep your kind of like logic, like your process, it's going to be successful. And again, you're not coming from a place of malice, but there's something here that you're thinking about to act on. All right, and we have Sacred Emerald. Okay, so we have a divine love here. All right, you're going to be receiving abundance and your heart chakra activation. Someone's going to be unlocking your heart chakra here. You probably could be doing work yourself anyway, so it's not like necessarily somebody else, but through communication of some sort. Look for the color green. Okay, so I feel like maybe I just want to call you out to that. If you see somebody wearing green, or like an emerald shows up, or just pay attention to green, or look up, I think it's Archangel, is it Raphael or Gabriel? But essentially here, work with your heart chakra, or just for those of you that are like, huh, what is this? Look it up. It's beautiful stuff. But abundance is coming through for you in very many ways, in the most divine manner possible, and it's going to be divinely like based on love and stuff like that. So, you know, again, I feel like in terms of you, okay, what was that? This one. Okay, strangely alone. So you're dealing with someone that's isolating right now, okay? Somebody's feeling very abandoned by you, or somebody's on a journey alone right now, and they kind of are wanting to kind of reconnect, okay? Simply because the past is showing up in one of those cards earlier we were talking about. Okay, let's see. I don't know about everybody, but I've been feeling great. I had to take a week off. I went on a little trip. I am feeling refreshed. So happy to be here. I see you. All right, let's see what else is here. So congratulations here, okay? You're graduating to the next level. I feel like that's definitely a nudge towards the healing, the personal awareness, the growth, the inner growth that you're going through here, okay? So, you know, for a lot of you here, there's a sense, there's a something that's calling you, like it feels like you're pulling towards a higher calling or a different direction that's kind of pulling you in a place where you could probably appreciate more of alone time. But this alone time is more kind of in a place where it's putting you to kind of like expand your like our spiritual awareness. Okay, so some of you here, you could also be pulling towards crowds and energies that are you're more connected to now than you would have been in the past. So something is shifting and changing, but you're trying to find a place, not like, because like it's not like you're not looking, but you're going to be arriving, if that makes any sense, to certain doorsteps and certain events or experiences that it's going to put you in places that you're like, oh, this is really more me. This is really, wow, I want to be more of this, and I want to do more of that. And so you're going to literally start kind of redirecting that like strong Empress energy and bringing it, like rebuilding it, okay? Because the thing with Aries in general, they're very hard-headed, sure, but commitment is also super important to them. And there's a sense of like being like when commitments happen, they deepen like the relationship, like you know how to take it to a deeper level, to a more meaningful level. So there's a lot of like interactions here with you that are kind of, again, when you're healing, you're gonna be that much more ready to kind of, I guess, realize and recognize more and more what pulls you towards the right frequencies, you know, for yourself. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you're a very smart person here. I feel like I'm speaking to a female energy, even if I'm not. But there's a smart energy here. I feel like the smartness comes from seeking knowledge, seeking understanding, seeking awareness. A lot of you here, you don't, like, I feel like a general sense, you don't just take things for word value. You know, you will look into matters. You will try to see what's going on. Some of you here, there could be something here blocking you, or something here that's trying to like deny you access to something that you need. So I feel like you're like picking up on that. I feel like some of you here, it feels like you already know the answer, the frequency, the formula, the whatever that's needed. But it just feels like you're kind of doing it from an awareness and a healing. Like it just feels like there's just, the healing is kind of connecting everything for you right now. So there's like a lot of like a lot of like switches going on, not necessarily the light, but just a lot of things are just happening. Okay. And yeah, so some of you here, again, isolation, like we were talking about earlier, some of you here are just kind of enjoying this quiet time. But you know, I feel like there could be something here chaotic coming through for you. I feel like there could be an energy here that is unable to let something go, so they're always trying to spark the fire, or like cause the storm to happen unnecessarily. But I feel like for a lot of you, again, you kind of know, again, what is up, and I feel like there's somebody's trying to like block you from like either leaving or shifting something or changing something. Somebody's trying to stand in your way here. All right, but you know, there's somebody here, I feel like for a lot of you, you are in a place where there is an energy that is not nice. Okay, so what do I mean by that? I feel like this is, there could be, or you could be around somebody where the rules are okay, like rules for thee and not for me. So I feel like this is somebody that tries to make your time, or your if like you're at a job, like whoever this energy is, I feel like they try to kind of hold the rules over your head, but they don't follow the rules, and it's like the silliest thing. And the reason I say that is because I feel like this is somebody that is very shallow, and also I feel like this is somebody that is literally kind of like blind to their own flaws. Okay, so there's an energy, again, I feel like that's really trying to disrupt something for you. But some of you, again, you're doing a good job keeping a low profile here. Yeah, see, nosy Rosie. We have a nosy person. We have a nosy girl, nosy bad girl here. Okay. Somebody, again, is unable to, it feels like somebody's not accepting where you are right now. They don't want that. It's like whatever it is, I don't know, school, college, grades, I don't know, but somebody is just not okay with that. And they're snooping, and they're trying to find dirt on you, or they're trying to like get you in some type of kind of like gossip drama. Like, I don't know, it just feels like, literally reminds me of The Office. All right, exactly, bitch, be gone. You see what I'm saying? So you know, we do have repellent here. So again, I feel like you do know exactly what needs to be done. Some of you could be taking a full step back. All right, but we have here, somebody's missing the light, the vibrancy, the energy that you bring them, the happiness. All right, so somebody here is like not present in your day-to-day, that is kind of missing you here. All right, let's see what's going on with you. What else is here for Aries? What else is here for my beautiful Aries? All right, Aries, if you're enjoying this reading so far, feel free to like the video. I do variety style readings on this channel anyway. So, but this is a format I have been enjoying, and I want to keep it for a while. So that way I can give you like readings every few days, and it will be different in the sense of like content versus like specific topics. So I'm just kind of trying to see if this is more you guys' thing. If it is, just let me know, or like the video. Like I said, if you're new, subscribe. Thank you so much for doing so. Would love to have you join our family. All right. I think I've shuffled enough. And yes, there is a reason the cards are slanted in this manner. This sheets today does not, this tablecloth does not want to keeps pulling. I don't know why. All right, here we go. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the cards right away, and then we can talk about them. All right, so we have the Page of Pentacles is here for you with the Ten of Cups. All right. The Ace of Swords in reverse. The Temperance card. We also have the Knight of Cups. Ooh, the Knight of Wands. Okay. And the Lovers card. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the Strength card in reverse. All right. Okay, I had to go grab some water real quick. I am back though. All right. So with the Eight of with the Leo or Strength card in reverse, this is the Leo energy. This is a, like we were talking a little bit about healing, growing, inner strength, powering up, you know, finding your own like voice, so to speak. In broad terms. Well, this is something in terms of when it comes to the relationship, somebody here is feeling inadequate. Okay. In terms of a connection, there's a sense of inadequacy. Somebody's feeling like they're not good enough, or the relationship is not going to be strong enough. Something is not secure anymore for somebody. Okay. And I feel like, you know, whatever problems are here, somebody has a desire to kind of get back on the wheel and like address those problems. Because they find you very desirable. They come through as somebody that wants to be united, not divided right now. And I feel like for a lot of you here, it's just feels like the healing again. I keep bringing it up, sure, but you know, it just feels like the anxiety, you're getting that under control. Whatever is causing you anxiety, whatever is kind of bringing you to a place where, you know, you're kind of feeling like solitude is better than kind of feeling the way you do, it's kind of bringing you to that place where like you need to, you know, your anxiety is kind of like, don't let it get the best of you. Okay, because like for a lot of you, I feel like you're around an energy again that tries to create a problem when there's no problem. Like it just almost feels like, I don't know, somebody's just kind of like just maybe lacking some maturity or something and balance. Okay. The Page of Pentacles here, you know, there's somebody again that is just trying to be grounded, trying to be practical, trying to be realistic, you know, somebody that realizes that there's work to be done, that could be growth, there could be stability, but something is just not taking off because we have like the Strength card showing up in reverse. All those like abilities that can be achieved, they're not really being demonstrated by somebody. They're not being proven to be like taken seriously. It just comes across like we're dealing with somebody that's just in a very obsessive state. Okay, we have an obsessive Lover's energy, and we have the Lover's card here. So we have somebody that comes through as kind of, it's more like in an elusive like illusions, you know, the elusive state of thinking. And kind of like I said, it just feels like there's somebody here that's really trying to kind of always have something that's a problem when it's not there. It's just their energy comes across as very abrupt. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, it's just important to kind of focus on like happy things. Like I really literally feel like for a lot of you, it's just like freedom at this point. The freedom of the mind is super important for some of you. Okay, with the Ten of Cups here, this is a Pisces energy. You know, there's once upon a time it felt like something was complete, something was whole, but there could be something here where like from an emotional standpoint, somebody here is just you know, having a hard time emotionally connecting like the whole big picture of everything. Like for example, relationship, having a family, growing something together, doing something like that. All right. But essentially here, I feel like somebody, you know, like in terms of a connection, it just feels like, you know, like you're like their wish come true. So you come across as somebody that, again, is very desired, but we're dealing with you here with somebody specifically that really wants to kind of have a fulfillment with you, but they're not unable to kind of reach you right now. All right, but this is somebody I feel that I believe you make them really, really happy. And for some of you, you might even have a child with this person. Not like you just want to have children, but you might already have a child with this person. I feel like with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, you know, there's a sense of confusion taking place right now. Clarity and closure is super important based on what it is that is desired, and whereas if there's like confidence that things can actually be like more mature, like when I say mature, like more evolved, like the relationship, it just feels like somebody's just constantly stuck. And I feel like for some of you, we're dealing with somebody that has extremely clouded judgment. So again, they're kind of like uncertain, wishy-washy, come across like a little immature, or just kind of in a place where they're acting very obsessive, like very controlling. And it just puts a darkening like cloud over things for a lot of you, and you know, like in terms of like connection wise. All right, but again, I feel like there is an energy that is also trying to hold you back from something, fulfilling something. It's almost like I don't know if they're delusional and they perhaps think that they're about the only person that can make you happy, and they kind of try to kind of mentally kind of imprison you for some of you. But you know, this is somebody that just needs to kind of be set straight and just have boundaries. I feel like just the boundaries here is super important. The Temperance card here, in terms of what they want, okay, so this is somebody that really desires to kind of get back in touch, grow something here. They do see you as a soulmate. We have soulmate cards like heavily in the major arcanas, and perhaps you also might see them as like your potential soulmate, or like indeed valid like soulmate legit. This is a Sagittarius energy. Essentially here we're pulling in from somebody that really needs to learn how to become patient, or just practice patience, because again, there's like a lot of obsessive kind of controlling neurotic behaviors sometimes. This is an energy that within their actual mind, like within like their personal mind, like within themselves, they want to commit, okay, but again, they just don't know how to have like things under control. So it's not like they can't commit or they won't commit, but the way they commit is not it's got issues, okay. There's like patterns that are kind of unhealthy, okay. So but essentially this is a desire here to have the problem solved, and to move forward together is coming very strong, and there's a possibility for that because they're going to be coming forward here as this Knight of Wands. All right, Leo energy. They're going to be kind of, you know, they're going to feel like they want to talk about this Knight or 10 of Cups. I feel like they want to talk about, or like kind of remind you and say, hey, can we try? Can we get this back? Can we see if we can connect? You know, they're really believing in the power of two here, and I feel like they want to approach you with that, and they want to take action towards a whole potential here to kind of revisit something. But here's the thing, you know, there's also soul searching going on, and we also have the idea that there's a soulmate tie or connection of some sort with the Temperance card. So I feel like the Lovers is coming through as a card of soulmate connection again, but this is more of a perfect union. So I feel like this is somebody that sees you as their perfect union, your perfect counterpart, their perfect counterpart, or not counterpart, partner, however word you want to use. But you know, I feel like you also do see that yourself. You do see that in them yourself. But ultimately here, you know, the outcome feels like the offer is going to come from the heart. Communication will be coming forward from an energy here that finds, you know, that wants emotional fulfillment. This is an energy that's not ready to like move out, move on. This is an energy that wants to be passionate. They want to kind of, you know, do the right thing when it comes to like taking action towards you in a loving way, because look, we have love and emotions and intuition and relationship. These are the two best Knight cards when you want to combine them when it comes to relationships, because essentially you're looking at fire and you're looking at desires, and but you know, there's a sense of pride. And here when we're looking at this Knight of Wands, I feel like to some degree, just to some small degree, this is somebody that really just sometimes messes up because they kind of listen to outside influences. So when they have their head on straight, all of this reading literally comes from, you know, just unnecessary chaos. Bringers of chaos are around you. Somebody also tries to ignite drama around you in this energy. But we're looking at family and happiness. We're looking at harmony and balance and restoration. We're looking at the perfect union. But somebody's envying this connection. So, and again, I feel like the envy is coming from the energy that this person listens to, because they can easily get influenced by other people, or the power of suggestion of other people kind of makes them rethink what they may have said or change their mind, something like that. So I don't know, it just feels like there's just a lot of kind of growth taking place. And I feel like it all starts with the fact that, you know, with the page, you know, there's still like learning taking place. They may not be in the best place to actually stabilize everything and be very like disciplined or structured, but they definitely have the willingness to explore emotionally and passionately something here that can kind of grow and evolve with you specifically. All right, so for those of you that might be in no contact or might want to understand more what they may be feeling or how you might be thinking towards them, I'm going to pull a couple of oracles here, and you can claim it as a message from you to them or feelings towards them, or perhaps if it doesn't resonate to you like that, maybe it's a message that you need to hear from them. You know, you tell me how you choose to take this if you want in the comments. All right, let's see here. So I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. I am sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings, okay? And it hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. Can you see the letters, or is the lighting too strong? I hope you could see the letters. And a couple of more hidden truths for you and them. See what's going on. All right, I remember every detail of that day. I wish I could share my good news with you. And I hope that you can forgive me one day. And why not? Bottom of the deck, I left you before you could leave me. Oh my goodness. All right, and finally, Aries, one final message for you here to close out this reading. Self-love, self-healing message. All right. If you'd like, you can type the word in the comments, and you can claim the reading that way, or let me know you stayed with me till the very end, for which I thank you so much for supporting my channel. All right, and your word is creation. Your message is the flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. Okay, so there's a rebirth, there's healing going on. Realities are, you know, taking shape here for you, beautiful Aries. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.